So guys, just down the road is Essex Police College. That I was having a bit of hard time trying to understand the map. So that's here. So yes, so welcome back guys, taking our rights back again. And we've got Block E over there. So yeah, let's see what's happening. Only staff rostered to work within this building. Rostered to work within this building are permitted to enter. All other access is forbidden. Okay. So yeah. If you require access, please. No one. So guys, I will come back to you everyone. Yeah, so I don't know if he was a bit hard of hearing, but I was trying to be polite. I did raise my voice, but again, unfortunately I think he is hard of hearing. Never mind.
You're on police property.
Oh, good afternoon, miss.
You're on police property.
Can I ask who you are, miss?
I work here, don't I?
You work at your door, aye?
Police.
How would I know that you work at your door?
Track down on the road then, so you're not on police property.
Can I ask who you are?
Right, when we come off the road.
No, miss, you've already identified. I mean, listen, miss, you've already engaged.
How can we help you today?
Well, first of all, I've asked you.
Do you need a police station?
Can I ask who you are? And then maybe, once I know who you are, then we could have a conversation.
Right, do you need police assistance?
Can I ask who you are?
Right,
I don't know if
I'm
I'm speaking to a member of the public, so if I wanted police, police,
right, this is not the police station.
right, if I did want,
this is police headquarters.
listen, no, if I did want police assistance and you were a member of the public, I'm not going to tell you that, am I? So again, should we start again, miss? Could
so
I
I'm a member
ask?
Of Essex Police,
right,
okay?
please.
So do you need police assistance today?
So, you're just in plain clothes to me. Anyone could say that. So, would you like to identify yourself then, miss?
Right, I'm on police property. I'm
on police.
Employee,
I am.
But you don't need to be here.
I'm on police property too.
Are you going to leave?
You haven't even ascertained why I'm here.
All right, but I've asked you. Do you need police assistance?
Well, that's why I'm saying, yeah. If you could identify yourself, then we could have a conversation.
Do you need police assistance?
We're going round in circles, aren't we?
We are.
Right. Well, okay then. Maybe you want to disengage, and.
I'm not wanting to disengage. I'm trying to see how I can.
No, I'm saying maybe you do want to. Well, you're not assisting me because I've asked you to identify yourself.
Do you want police assistance? Because this isn't the police station, but you can get police assistance by calling on your mobile phone or heading down into the city and going into the police station.
Okay. But could I ask you to identify yourself? That's just a simple request, miss. It's not. I'm not being unreasonable, am I?
I don't need to do that at the moment.
You do though, because you've engaged with me.
I've engaged with you because I want to know if you want assistance.
Right, and I'd like to know who you are before I answer that question. It's simple as that.
At the moment, so
listen, okay,
go down to the
let's try this another way because obviously, I think you're just here to be.
No, I'm not.
You're not trying to be helpful, really.
I'm actually leaving this particular area to go and have a meeting with one of my colleagues.
Okay, so can I just ask who you are?
I can't just leave you here, can I?
Right, so who are you?
You're on police property.
Okay, who are you, miss?
Okay, why do you need to know that right now?
Because you've engaged with me,
right,
and it's in Essex Police's policy. You asked me a question. Would you let me? Would you give me? Would you give me the?
Advise you that you're on Essex
You've asked me a question, and you're not even giving me the chance. Listen, you've engaged with me. You've asked me a question. You're not even giving me the chance.
This gentleman.
Hello, sir. Maybe you were a bit more polite than this lady. She's asked me. Please stay back, though. You haven't got a mask on. Please remain 2 meters back. Please. So what I've asked. Would you like to say what I've said to you then?
So he doesn't say at the moment whether he wants.
It is a bit chilly. I'd do that too.
No. And he's obviously on private property.
Hiya, sir. I think that's the one with the. No, I didn't ask for your name, did I? Say. Yes.
I'm an employee of Essex Police, and you're on.
So what does that mean? You're a police officer. You're a receptionist. What does that mean, miss?
It means that I'm an employee of Essex Police.
So you're not a police officer.
I ask you to leave this private area.
So are you the landowner?
So
are you the landowner?
You
haven't got the authority to do that. No. Sorry. Hello, sir.
I'm a police inspector.
Hello, Inspector. Inspector, let me stop you there. No. Let me. No. Please.
Should we take this conversation?
Don't you want to attach it? Don't you want to attach it there while I'm here?
If you turn around here, look.
Don't touch me, Inspector. That would be assault, wouldn't it now?
Right, it would.
Okay then, so don't do that. There's a virus about. I'd like you to stay 2 metres back, Inspector, please. If you're an inspector, you are going to be professional. You were very professional before you walked out that gate, so let's not spoil it, Inspector, please.
Let's just walk down.
No, I'm trying to. Listen, I think she's impersonating a police officer.
She's not.
Yes, she is. I've got it on evidence.
Okay, well,
I've got it independent. She's impersonating a police officer. I want to get to the bottom of it, sir. I would like to.
Yes.
And you are a police officer.
I am.
I suggest that you investigate this.
And she's a police officer as well.
Is she?
And
There you go. See, miss, that wasn't hard. So why didn't you just say I'm a police officer?
Point out is where you are.
Miss, why didn't you just say that you're a police officer instead of letting us go right round the block, right? And we could have had this conversation. I'd have probably been gone by now, miss. But listen, Inspector, this is how the conversation went. She's asked me, she is right, she did ask me if I need police assistance.
And you
I did
clearly
say,
don't.
no, how do you know? Excuse me,
You
sir.
would have told us.
No, because I didn't know if she was, I didn't know if I was speaking to a member of the public, and I did say that to her. You're in plain clothes, I can't see no collar numbers. Miss, let me finish, please. Please let me finish, miss, please let me finish, miss. Please let me finish to the inspector. So anyway, Inspector, as I was saying, she's asked me if I need police assistance. I did say, if you don't identify yourself, I don't know who you are, and if I do need police assistance, as far as I'm concerned, you're a member of the public, and I would not disclose that to a member of the public. Again, I asked her about 10 times. The independent witness is here. You're a police officer as well. It's in your policy. When requested by a member of the public. No, miss, let me finish, please. Please let me finish, miss. Stop being rude. I'm giving you... No, I'm going to be polite to you, miss, but I just asked the same in return, please. Right? So I asked you to identify yourself on more than 3 occasions. Miss, please let me finish, man. No, because listen, the way conversation goes is one person speaks, the next person listens, and then you respond. I was speaking first. No, miss, I'm not listening to you if you're not going to let me finish. No, miss. Listen, the way conversation works is the person who's speaking, right, speaks, and then I'm speaking to you, and then you would respond. Is that right, sir? Can I ask you to identify yourself?
The Inspector General was asking after you if you can carry on the meeting that you were going to be.
See you later, miss. Can I have your collar number before you go though, miss? Because I am going to...
What's your name, my friend?
Pardon?
What's your name?
What's your name?
Gary.
Gareth.
What's your name?
Gary or Gareth?
Gary.
Gary, sorry, Gary. And your number is?
379.
Okay.
What's your name?
Am I obliged to give that?
Oh, I was just hoping we might just have a chat, that's all.
Okay, you can call me sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank
no
you.
problems at all.
So, Inspector, the problem we've got is this lady's, as you can, oh, please let me finish. Don't you do what she done, please. Because that means, no, because I just seen you, and that'll get me frustrated. So just let me finish, and let me tell you how a conversation works, because I have to tell her, is I'll speak, because I was speaking first. You'll listen, then you'll respond, and then I'll probably respond to you, and then I'll probably go, you'll go your way, I'll go my way. So, I'm in the area, she approaches, starts questioning me, and I ask who she is, because obviously I want to know who I'm speaking to. She wouldn't tell me. Now, as you know, because you're an inspector, chief inspector, inspector. So, as you are aware, you're an inspector. Any member of the public approaches a police officer, especially in plain clothes, not in uniform, is required to identify, and she wouldn't do it. And then she was trying to cause me about. So, there you go. I'm finished, sir.
Good. How can we help you? Because this is not a public highway.
Okay.
You're standing in Essex Police property.
Okay.
The public highway, I wanted to point out to you,
okay,
this part of the road is down here.
Okay.
Okay.
I haven't climbed no fences to get here, you know.
See where that? No, I'm fully aware of that. See where that silver car is?
I do.
It's part of a highway.
Okay.
So this is Essex Police property. I'm going to ask you if you would like to continue whatever you're filming, but not on police property.
Okay.
Yeah?
So are you going to? I can't even get my words out. Do you want to know why I'm here?
Well, that would be nice.
Right. So I'm an independent journalist.
Yes.
Right now, I've got the police stations around the country, not just Essex, around the country. And what I would say, right, is I'm trying to build a bridge, believe it or not, right? I'm trying to build a bridge because I'm sure you'll agree that there is a bridge that needs building between the police and the public. However, I can't do it by myself. And then when we get an officer like this, right, that obstructing me from doing that. I can't do that on my own, Inspector. You know what I'm saying?
But filming on property, which you can see, this is all very secure around here.
Exactly.
Does raise our suspicion.
Suspicion's not a crime, though, Inspector, is it? And like you've just said, it is secure.
It's secure, but it causes us concern. So what I'm
That's why you want to alleviate your concern.
Pardon?
That's why I'd like to alleviate your concern.
Yes. But your continued presence here causes us concern, causes my staff here concern. So what I'd like you to do is, if you want to go and film something of headquarters or anything like
I've already been headquarters.
Where that road goes,
yeah,
you're more than entitled to do so.
Yeah,
okay?
I know, and I am from here, to be fair. Do you know why I am from here, sir?
I think
Inspector,
our presence here is obviously keeping you engaged and doing all your filming.
Inspector,
so,
well, do you know why? Do you know why I am entitled to it? Because it is actually right, and you should know this, as you definitely should know. You're an inspector. Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972, Inspector, gives me implied rights of access. I haven't claimed anybody's. I don't intend to do so. I'm just here to do some reporting, and then I will leave. If the BBC came here, Inspector.
What time are you going to be leaving? How long are you going to be here? It's
do you know what?
Now.
Do you know what? If I'm honest, I haven't got a time frame. But Inspector, but what I would say though is I'm not going to be long.
Okay, that's fantastic.
But can I just ask you one question before I go? I've got two questions actually, and then I'm going to go, Inspector, right? So, question one is, would the BBC get treated the same way as I have been today?
I have no idea.
I don't think they would, right? Okay, question two is, police officers wear this badge, I believe it's like a Union Jack with a thin blue line. I do believe it's to represent, not all police officers, I do believe that it's to represent police officers that's fallen and died or whatever, and I certainly wouldn't want to say that, Inspector, believe me. This, why can't a police officer maybe wear a badge or symbol, whatever you want to call it, maybe alongside that one, to represent people that's actually died or been murdered in police custody? Now, why I'm here, Inspector, is I am going to try to get one of them badges, symbols made, and would you be willing to wear one if there was one?
Any additional items of uniform has to be approved at Chief Officer level.
And that's what I'm going to try and do, get it approved. So if I can get that approved, would you wear one?
As I've said, my answer is it has to be approved in the first place.
Okay.
Alright.
So your uniform though, Inspector, uniform goes all the way back to the 1800s, right?
I'm fully aware of uniform and all the rest
of
it.
So what am I going to tell you then? And back all the way to the 1800s, a policeman or a police WPC uniform should be kept in the condition it was handed to you. And that goes all the way back to the 1800s. So you're not aware, are you?
Of?
Your first, what I've just told you, that your uniform that was handed to you, right, it goes all the way back to the 1800s. I'm not sure, 1850 something, if I'm not mistaken. And the uniform should be kept in that condition, i.e. you shouldn't be using, or you shouldn't be adding badges to it, symbols, or poppies, or anything like that, sir.
Well, I think there's a national exception to poppies for what it commemorates.
I don't too,
we'll have that. We'll have a different conversation. But
well, I tell you what, when you're on your break,
all of your questions,
okay, then when you're on your break, and I'll come back and we can. You just said we can carry on that discussion.
No, I think I've finished my discussion with you. There's nothing further I've got to say. I've pointed out.
Can't I make an appointment with you, Inspector?
No, you can't. I'm afraid.
Could I make a suggestion to you? If you were to contact Essex Police via the 101 system and ask for the media department,
right? I'm glad you said that.
That would be
Gary, I'm glad you said that.
A crucial way of being able to perhaps facilitate an appointment and get a view.
Gary, do you know what? Before I did turn up, and before I turn up at any police station, be it I don't know, Northumbria, Essex, I do that.
Yeah.
However, I say to them, the media department, I've had a lovely experience with the inspector. They'll engage. If I talk about the lady down there who was quite rude, they don't want to engage. They're quite obstructive, if I'm honest.
I think some people are never quite sure what the purpose of conversations are. So if you're explanatory in what you're saying to them, it helps. But also, if you make an appointment through the media department, it helps understand what it is you're trying to do, how you'd like to do it, and make an appointment for that to happen and facilitate what it is you're trying to know.
Okay. Well, listen, sir. Thanks for. Have you sanitised? No, I'm not being funny. I know. Hey then. No, I wasn't being. I tell you what, we'll do elbows. Thank you. I wasn't being funny there, you know, Inspector.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Gary.
Good luck with
Listen, sir. Stay safe. Thank you very much. See you later, guys. So there you go, that was quite pleasant at the end, wasn't it? I wasn't being funny when I said have you sanitised, it's just the virus, do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we've got an NY down here. I am not gonna I'm just going to stand by and witness the conversation. So.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you. That's why I'm asking you for your name.
Yeah.
Oh look, another one.
Another one more.
Yeah.
Oh
great.
look, another one.
Audience.
Brilliant, this is it. So he did show me his warrant card,
Okay.
but I think his name, I mean I might butcher his name here, I apologise if I do, but I think it's Doran.
Different.
So it's not Doran,
Was he being rolled then?
but it looked like it.
I was just gonna stand by and let you have that conversation. I wasn't gonna stand.
He said I'm going to get arrested if I don't identify myself.
Is he detaining you?
No, he's not detaining me, he said I'm going to get arrested there.
Okay. I think he's gone. Oh, well, let's go and see what he's saying, man.
Right, yeah. Alright, Aaron, thanks mate.
Cool, see you later. Bye.
Right. Yeah, I'll get a uniform car.
Oh, you broke that. Look at that. He's getting a uniform car. He's getting a uniform car. I've just heard that. He is at the college, so I'd say he's not very trained, this one. But as you can see, he was engaging with my colleague. Yeah, he was engaging with my colleague. Sorry. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Do not do that to me. That's rude, sir.
What an absolute nugget. He come up to me and he's like, you know you can get arrested if you don't identify yourself. It's like, no, what law's that?
I had a quite rude officer who wouldn't identify in plain clothes, but then I had quite a good experience with that inspector towards the end, which is always good, isn't it? Them nice experiences are always nice.
I wasn't sure about him, to be honest.
Yeah, do you know what? He said to me, do you want to shake my hand? I said, have you sanitised? And he thought I was being funny. I said, I'm not being funny. So he went to walk off. So anyway, he ended up giving me his, he went, let's do an elbow. So yeah, he was alright.
It's an elbow bump.
Yeah, done a little elbow bump. So guys, what I'm going to do is that officer there who was engaging with NMY did say that he's going to get a uniform car.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Gonna get a uniform car?
Yeah, but then drove off. So is he going to? We don't know. But yeah, I'm going to pause, guys. Yeah, so we're just, I think that's the forensic vans. They must be telling each other jokes because I can hear loads of laughing going on. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you. Yep, there you go.
Hi miss, you alright?
Hello. What are you guys doing?
Making a video.
Of?
Wait there, miss. Sorry, are we breaking the law?
No, I'm just asking what you're up
What
to.
you
that's
doing?
all. Huh?
What you doing, miss?
Work.
Okay. We are too. But anyway, my colleague was speaking to you anyway, so sorry I did interrupt, but my colleague was speaking.
Sorry. You were saying something to me.
I think I answered, didn't I? You asked what we were doing. Making a video.
Okay, what's it for?
What's the video for?
Yeah.
It's for us.
I just want to get your shoulder number.
Okay.
So what is it then?
821.
821, there's two numbers before that though.
74821.
Oh, thank you, miss, thank you.
Has anyone
Appreciate it.
spoken to you at all about your on Essex Police headquarters property?
We're on the footpath, miss.
Okay.
So we're not.
I mean, it does say on that sign, I believe I am dyslexic, but I do believe that sign over there says no. What does it say? Right away.
Yeah.
Beyond that point.
Yeah.
So
Well,
this
not-
point is okay. Isn't it?
Okay.
Are you an inspector or anything like that?
No, I'm just.
I would suggest
Just.
PC, 'cause there's no
I wouldn't put.
stripes.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself down like that. Just.
You are a PC, not just a PC.
Yeah.
Are you
dropped the
videoing?
W though, weren't you?
Yeah. Pardon?
Are you videoing?
Am I videoing you? No.
Okay, thank you.
But she is now.
Are you now?
Whiskey number 351.
Whiskey? You've been drinking whiskey?
No.
No way have you been drinking whiskey. I thought your eyes looked a bit glazed.
No, do you know what that is? What do they call that? It's phonetical alphabet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Alpha Bravo. Charlie. stay off the whiskey, miss, and have a bit of Charlie instead. What, are we detained? No, hang on a minute, miss. Am I detained? You telling? Well, don't tell me to wait somewhere then. If you,
Okay.
okay, thank you. No, miss, I don't appreciate that, miss. Okay, but it's just like you said, hang on there. So when you're saying hang on there, miss.
Yes, we are.
Miss, when you're saying.
What for?
When you're saying hang on there, miss, that implies that I'm detained.
Are you recording, miss?
Yes, I am.
Just let us know as soon as you do that.
Yeah, I'm recording. So there
Awesome,
you
mate. Thank you
go.
very
How
much.
you doing? You alright? You okay?
I think you might want to stay 2 meters back though from my colleague. There is a
He's
virus
the one
on
that's
about.
come to our car.
No, you walked to us.
No,
You got
I'm
out the driver's seat and walked to us, sir.
Okay, I'm going to stand here. If you guys want to back up, that's fine.
He kept the distance from your colleague and you approached. This won't rise, sir.
What are you up to?
I'm doing my job.
Awesome, so am I.
Yeah. What's your job then, mate?
That's none of your business. Now, I would have had a different attitude towards yourself if you hadn't just been so rude to my colleague.
Oh, listen, no one's
Right,
been rude. We were
okay.
chatting.
No,
about
yes,
you.
he's invading his
And I
space,
just
miss.
asked you,
Miss, he's invading his space.
I'm standing here.
Yeah, I'm standing here.
Yeah, I'm
That's
standing here
fine.
as well. And
That's
I'm not going to talk to you now, so there we go.
Okay. Well, I'll just talk to you then.
You can talk.
So why
At me,
are
you
we
can't
here?
talk to me.
Why are we here? Because there's no active police officers that work around here.
This one's an active police officer.
Yeah, but we don't work in these buildings. We work at the
Well,
main.
you should probably get back to your job then,
Okay.
shouldn't
Yeah, well, at the moment you're preventing me from doing that.
you? No, I'm not.
Why are we?
You are,
Your car's there,
because you're
crack
causing
on.
a little bit.
You
of
come
confusion.
to us.
Your car's there, crack on.
Yeah, we're coming to you because people in the building
Listen, mate,
over
the
there.
conversation
have
with you is
concerns.
now
What?
over.
Listen,
Listen,
The conversation
listen.
with you is now over.
Can I suggest that you get on your comms, right? We already spoke to Win Inspector and the
Right.
Chief Inspector. So your assistants, right? They know why we're here. I'm not having a conversation, right, with another 3 officers.
I'm going to have a conversation.
Especially
yeah,
one
just
that's
come
so
I'm
on.
not going to have the same
No, the
conversation
conversation
that
with you
I've
is
just
finished.
had.
Your
Yeah,
conversation
our
here is
conversation's
over.
finished, but I'm talking to
No,
your
it's
colleague.
finished with him as well.
It's not. He can speak.
He's,
to
no,
me.
he's my boss. He's my supervisor.
End of story.
Basically,
Finished. Over.
there are no active police officers that work.
I've
on
just
this
told you,
complex, okay?
sir. Excuse me.
Okay.
What's your collar number?
78355. The people here, okay, are the ones that handle the calls. So actually take calls from people.
Okay.
That's it. If you want to call active police officers,
Are we speaking English
that's
here?
fine.
We are
Okay?
speaking English,
Yeah,
aren't we?
but I don't understand why
You don't
here
understand?
doing this.
You don't need to
I
understand.
do need to understand.
You don't
because
need
I
to understand
I need
because
establish
listen to what
whether
I'm
or
saying
not
to you very
are
carefully.
A threat to my colleagues.
Right,
That's
very
what I need to
carefully.
establish, yeah?
Listen,
Now
listen,
you're being
then.
silly.
Let me alleviate whatever thoughts you've got going on in there.
At the moment,
right?
I don't have any thoughts. That's what I'm
Right.
trying
Yeah,
to
well,
we
there
can
you
tell.
go. Then you
We can
dismiss
tell.
then.
That's what I'm trying to talk to.
No,
so I can
there's
actually
no
ask
So I've
conversation
just
being
told you. I've just told you that
Yeah.
I've spoke to an
But I'm
inspector
not the inspector. am I?
and I've spoke to a chief inspector.
Right.
Right. I've
Okay.
told them why we're here.
Yeah.
Right. They're both above you.
I know
Right.
they are.
Right. I spoke to them and I'm still stood here.
I
That
know.
tells you then that I am allowed to be here, doesn't it, sir?
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does, sir.
No, it doesn't.
Well, if I'm not, then you better do something
Yeah,
about
public
it then.
footpath.
Sir,
Exactly, so
if I'm not, if
there's
you were
no-
telling me I'm not allowed to be here,
I
then
didn't say that.
I
no.
strongly suggest you do something about it.
I didn't say you can't be here. What I'm saying is I'm trying to ascertain whether or not you two recording my colleagues are a threat to my colleagues. 'Cause
Well,
they're
when you work
called
that
in.
out,
Who said that we've
They're
got?
called in.
Who
Well, I
said?
can't work that until you start talking to me.
No, we're not going to talk to you because you were so rude.
Right, so I won't talk to you. I'll
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
to
no,
this
no,
guy.
you won't.
Well, I don't want to talk to you no more now.
That's just completely rude, isn't it?
No, but you, do you know what? This wouldn't have went that way if you'd have just stayed that 2 meters back,
I
sir.
literally got out of the car.
Sir, listen. What was your number? What's your name?
I'm not going to give my name.
Okay.
78355 is my number.
Right. Well, listen.
PC Young, okay?
PC Young,
The
listen.
reason- Can I
Listen.
talk just for 1 second?
Yeah,
okay?
you can.
I got out of the car to join my colleague, yeah?
Yes.
To stand next to my colleague, which
Yes.
we always do for
Yes.
safety reasons.
Okay, I get
if,
that.
If your mate is here with her, I'm going to stand right next to her.
No, are we,
No,
sir?
no,
This
no,
doesn't
come on,
lie,
come
and
on,
neither
come on.
will
Let's
lie.
be fair. That's what I'm going to do every day of the week.
Yeah, but
okay?
listen.
Because I'm
Okay.
I'm protecting her. I'm protecting me. I'm protecting all this police staff here. Yeah?
Right. Okay.
That's
Right.
why I'm here.
Okay.
I don't care why you're here recording.
Okay.
Unless it's something.
Should we stand
really-
off the road?
Yeah, come on. Unless it's for something completely like unfair, unjust. I don't care.
Listen,
that
let's
you're-
bring
I don't care
let's
that
bring
you're
it
here
down a bit,
recording,
right?
okay?
Let's bring it down. To be fair, right, sir, my supervisor approached your colleague as she's got out the car. Sorry for calling you she. I just don't know your name. Approached your colleague, yeah.
Yeah.
He did stay 2 meters back as your camera, your colleague's camera. Maybe Mrs. camera over there, and this camera. No, let me finish. I'll let you finish, didn't I? Right? He stayed that 2 meters back, right? Maybe the way I said it to you, right, may have been a little bit abrupt. But I'm just concerned, right, because there's a virus going
Yeah,
about,
no,
and
I
that's why I
appreciate
was
that
abrupt.
completely.
And then it
I
was just,
appreciate that.
at the end of the day, you're in uniform. You should remain professional,
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to. But I'm also going to join my colleague.
Yeah, no,
okay?
but you
All
could
the time,
you
okay?
could join your colleague, but still,
yeah,
you've got to maintain that 2 metres
Yeah,
there.
but-
Come on.
I mean, we're not 2 metres now, are we?
Well, I'd
So
say,
you're
well, look.
walking back and forward. That's fine. I have no problem with that. As long as we're wearing masks, I don't have a problem with that. Okay. What I need to know, mate, and I'm not going to stop you doing what you're doing.
I know that.
I need to know why you're doing it. That's the only reason. That's the only question I've come here to ask.
Okay, then let me
If
ask
you're
you a
doing it to
question
try and
first.
hold police accountable. That's fine.
By
but
me?
you need to tell me why.
By me studying you doing this,
Yeah.
am I breaking the law?
No, you're not breaking the
So
law.
then you don't need
No.
to know then, do you?
But if you start pointing it at our buildings and recording our police officers in and out,
Right.
that's fringing on breaking
Fringing.
the law.
Fringing.
Okay.
So unless
Yeah.
I've broke the law though, I expect to be left alone, to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
fair.
and that's fine. But that's why I'm here,
Especially-
because I have to ascertain whether or not you
No,
have
but
broken
listen,
the
a
law,
chief
yeah?
inspector already has.
But
And an inspector, but
you
I've
haven't had a
already...
conversation with me. I don't know who you've spoken
So
to,
what?
which is fine.
So listen,
so you've
I'm
had that
here.
conversation, and I've come here to make sure that you guys aren't doing anything that breaks the law.
Right.
If you're not, I'm going to go soon.
Right, listen,
And that's the way it
listen,
is, yeah?
right, I've already spoke to 2 officers. I'm here working, right?
What's your job then?
I'm an independent journalist,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah.
I'm here working, right? I've already, just to be polite, right? Because like you've just said yourself, and so did the inspector and so did the chief inspector, not that I needed them to, already told me I'm not breaking the law,
No,
right?
no, and if this is the result in this conversation, I agree. Yeah, I completely agree. But if you start going up to the gates,
I've been up there,
yeah, but if you start going up to the gates
I've been up there,
and filming them,
I've been up there and done that.
well, what are you trying to achieve?
And that's when, right? No, not the gate. Sorry, I'm lying. I did go up there, and I've been around the corner, and that's where I spoke with Chief Inspector down there, and that's when I spoke.
I've not got a problem with
No,
this.
listen, that's why I spoke to the inspector, just on that corner there. And PC Gary, just give
Can
his
I
first
ask what
name.
you're trying to achieve from doing this?
I'm
What-
reporting.
You're what? Sorry.
I'm reporting.
Okay, what are you reporting?
Well, obviously, it's not going to be Essex Ambulance Service, is it? Are we? Come on, sir.
I know, but I'm asking these quite.
But it's
simple
quite
questions to
obvious,
receive a
isn't it?
simple
It's not
answer.
going to be the fire brigade
Yeah,
or
but
the
I'm not- I'm
or
not-
the
I'm
ambulance
not trying to
service.
get-
Obviously,
I'm
it's
not trying to
Essex
get into an
Police.
argument, and I'm
No, I'm not arguing
And I'm not trying to
because
get
sorry.
a condescending answer. I'm asking you.
No,
simple
because I
questions.
think it's quite a stupid question, and I don't mean to be
Yeah, I
rude
know,
there.
but that's the questions I have to ask, mate. Why you're doing
But
it?
what I'm
why
trying
you're
to say to
here,
you,
what's
right,
your
is
purpose,
we've already
what's your
had that.
intention?
We've already had that conversation. I'll put my
Yeah,
fingers
but
that way.
I haven't been here. I've
Twice.
been asked to come down because people in the buildings are phoning because they're worried about you guys recording them.
But listen,
That's why we're here. That's
listen,
why I've been called.
And to be fair, right, sir, listen,
And you
right,
get
and I
that,
get
right?
that. Of
You
course,
get
you've got
that,
to respond. But what I'd say, right, is they know we're not breaking the law. So why they're sending 2 officers? No, listen, they took you 2 off the streets. That somebody could be shoplifting or anything round there, and now you 2 are tied up. Are you?
So
When you know that
but
we're not
can
breaking the law.
Can you appreciate that people in that building are worried about you filming around here? This is their daily work. They'll come out in their personal cars. They'll come out.
I'm not here for any personal cars,
No,
to be
but
fair,
they will.
though.
They will. And because you're recording this area, yeah, this is yeah, fair. It's a public road, sort of. Past this point isn't really a public road. Okay.
It's open, and under Section 33
I
of the
know,
Criminal Justice
I
Act
know.
1972 allows
I
me.
know.
But listen,
I'm not
any
saying
cars that I would
but-
get, right, I could blare them out.
Yeah, you could, but
I
I don't know you're
could.
going to do that.
But I
So
don't
can you
know.
can you appreciate the concern that they have for that?
Right, so listen,
Yeah.
I don't know when you come up with my colleague if you were going to lash out.
I'm not going to lash out.
But that's why we're here, about officers lashing out. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know
fine.
that.
I'm not going to lash out because I accept and I appreciate people and the police have to be held accountable for their actions. I completely appreciate that, mate. Okay. What I don't appreciate is people filming police premise with police staff in it. That's what I don't like.
But
Okay?
as well,
Did you get that though, yeah?
yeah, of course I do. But sir, to be fair, right, I've already had this conversation with like
Yeah,
2
that's
high-ranked
fine,
officers.
Yeah, and
So
fine.
if I'm working here, right, how many times do I have to? How many other officers are going to
Yeah,
come?
but it's not about you being here. The call now is about them being concerned,
Right.
about them being filmed on a police premise.
Right.
Okay, it's not about you being here. It's about the safety of the officers. That's
Yeah,
why I'm
but-
here. Okay, don't care that you're filming all this. I don't care, mate. This, obviously, barriers, private. Yeah, can't go past barriers. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, there's an open way there. There's
I
no
know.
gate, so
So,
Section
but-
33.
yeah,
but
alright.
and I know that, and I'm not going to.
No,
that's
that's
why I'm
fine.
stood here.
Yeah, and I get it. And the reason I'm here is to make sure that you 2 aren't doing anything that's putting my colleagues at risk. That's the call.
I
and
know,
that's
but why
I'm here,
haven't
okay?
why haven't the people who's telling you this, right, who's phoned you and that, why aren't they telling you that? I've already had
Because they don't know.
well,
Why would they know?
why don't people communicate?
But
Why
why-
aren't you communicating?
They won't know. They're police staff. They're not police officers. They're not constables. They're not.
There's an inspector in there, right?
Yeah, so
I didn't get his name.
Yeah.
An inspector, and there's a PC in full uniform.
Right.
His first name's Gary. I've just had quite a lengthy conversation with him.
Right.
To be fair. So why aren't they communicating? If anyone's in there panicking, why haven't they said, look, we've had the conversation, we know what they're doing, they're not doing anything wrong.
Because it's still.
If we were left alone,
isn't
if you didn't turn up, to be fair, you know, we'd have probably been good
yeah,
by
I know
now,
you
you know.
would, and that is my thought process.
Do you know what I mean?
I have to come here to make sure that nothing is going on that's putting those people in that building at risk. Okay, that's my job. I'd be the same if you were at home and you saw people say filming through your.
Yeah, but that's at home, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but I'm putting it in context.
But that doesn't put it in context,
No, it
really.
does though, doesn't it?
It doesn't, because it's different.
Okay,
A family home and a workplace.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but it's a private place, isn't it? That
Oh,
up
no,
there, that
it's
up
not
there, past the
private.
gate is a private place.
Yeah, but I can't get through the gate, can
I
I?
know, but you can film through it.
But if they don't, well,
People can't
okay.
get through your front door and your windows, but they can film through your windows, can't they?
Well, no,
That's what I'm
because
putting
no,
in
because expectation of privacy. That's why I'm
And-
saying
and
a
why is
house
that-
is
why is
different,
that not
because
got
that's a
privacy?
workplace.
What, and workplaces don't deserve privacy either?
I'm not saying that, but I haven't done that anyway, to be
No,
fair.
but that's why I'm here, to make sure that nothing like that
Yeah, I
happens.
know, but we're going
Okay.
round in circles now,
I know
to be
we
fair.
are, and I'm
Because what it
gonna leave
is,
in a
I've had that conversation with two high-ranked officers
Yeah.
and the PC.
Yeah, well, I weren't there for those conversations.
I know, that's why I'm saying, why aren't they
So,
communicating with each
as long
other?
as you don't do that, stay on the footpath, don't have a problem.
I've been up there though, and round that corner, to be fair.
Right. So let's not do that again.
I haven't broke the law though, have I?
Let's not. What? Round,
that-
round the right hand side there.
Yeah?
Come show me.
Come
I can
on.
let you know if it's infringing.
So, right, what I'm showing you now, right, I have not broke any law, right? And if you think I have, I strongly suggest you go in there and find the inspector that I've spoken to before you take any action, because I will take legal action, you know.
I haven't said to you that you're breaking the law.
Right, so I've been up
At
here.
no moment have I said to you you're breaking the law.
I've been up here.
I don't come here very often, so I don't know the layout. So let me have a
I've
look.
walked
Oh, yeah,
down
so
this.
that walks onto the field, so that's fine.
No, I've been to that white gate.
So that's fine.
I haven't been down to the field. I just went as far as the gate.
Okay. This is all a public path up to the field.
Exactly.
But don't start
Look
filming
out!
in
You
here.
don't want me filming that, side, do you?
Don't start filming in there. Right?
See,
Because
look, I'm not even here to get cars. To be fair.
the only reason is because if I was in here and I was seeing someone film, I would be concerned. All right.
Yeah, I know, but to be
Yeah.
fair, right, listen, I've just turned round for you, right? But if I turned round now and filmed them there, I still wouldn't be breaking the law. But I'm not here, right, to,
Break the law.
rub, yeah? Oh, well, that wouldn't be breaking the law, though. So I'm not even here to rub you
what
up
is the story that you're writing?
about officers, right? So what I'd say, right, is every time I turn up at a police station, anywhere in the country,
But this isn't a police station.
yeah, or where police work then, right?
But this
So-
is all staff. This isn't officers.
There's inspector in there, I've
Yeah,
just
but-
spoke to him.
Yeah, but
And the chief inspector down there.
They're not response officers like we are.
Yeah, I know, but
This
they're
is
still
the
police officers, though.
No, they're all, other than the inspector in there, they're all police staff.
No, a woman came, right, so how the conversation came, a woman came, black trousers,
Yeah.
big black coat, started questioning me, do you need a police assistance? I said, well, do you want to identify yourself? Well, I'm trying to ascertain, she said, well, she didn't use the word ascertain, I did. If you need, I said, listen, as far as I know, you could be a member of the public, and if I want police assistance, I'm not going to discuss that with a member of the public. So there is police officers in there, you
usually,
know.
Right, in that building is full of call takers,
Right.
and people that communicate to us on the radio. That's it.
So comms.
So the comms people, yeah,
Right.
that take the calls and that dispatches us to the instance.
Are you finishing soon, Mr. Young?
Sorry,
Are you finishing soon?
am I doing what?
Finish. Do you finish work soon? Your shift, is it over soon?
Oh, sorry, mate. I finish at 4.
I've just seen you look at your clock watch. That's why it's all thinking, oh, all right, is he thinking I want to get off because I want to go home?
No, I finish at 4 p.m.
Okay.
So in that building is mainly who I just said, okay? So
Yeah.
if you want to hold police to account and you want
No, I don't want to
officers-
hold anyone to account.
Right,
So,
but
listen,
the story you're writing is officers lashing out, yeah? You ain't going to get a story about that here.
I know it's just, but so, no, so what I do, right, is I come and get a backdrop. So obviously, look, I can see marked cars.
Yeah.
So it's just a backdrop. Then I'll go home and do my report from there.
Yeah, they're
They're forensic, them, aren't
no,
they?
they're not. They're post.
All right, but they've still got the Battenberg
they've
on,
got
haven't
the
they?
Battenberg,
Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? So it's just my backdrop.
Yeah.
Right, and then I'll go home and I'll do my reporting from there. But also, why I'm here, right, is every time I turn up at a police station in England or Wales, right, then it's up to you guys how the interaction goes. I would say that 9 times out of 10 when you're dealing with people on the street that they're not going to be polite to you, are they?
Not always, no.
And then it depends, and then And then, so I wasn't really polite there, only because I was concerned, and I knew, really, the way I seen it, is you were going to start soliciting us for information. No, listen, let me just explain.
I get your reservations, because people, the police have not always been held in a shining light, are they? Because you have people that make mistakes, you have people that, I get it, okay? I get why you're here. Last question is, how long do you intend to be here for?
Can I ask you one question after that, then?
You can. I don't know if I'll answer it.
Okay.
I'm joking, but how long do you intend to be here for?
I haven't got a time limit, like I said. If you hadn't turned up, what I will say though is, if you hadn't turned up, we'd have probably been gone by now, and that's the truth. But see that Union Jack that you've got on, I believe it's for officers that's fallen, or murdered or whatever, and I wouldn't want to see that happening. But my question's this: why can't the police, like yourself, this is another reason I'm here today, right, as I'll go on to that in a minute, is if there was a symbol, right, to maybe go alongside that badge or symbol, whatever we want to call it, to represent people that's died or even been murdered in police custody, why don't the police wear one of them?
Good question, I don't know.
So if there was one, because I wanna try and get one made, would you be willing to wear it?
If I'm allowed to wear it, and I think it's a just cause, then yeah, I'd wear something.
Would you think that would be a just cause then?
What, for what, sorry? For
people who's died or murdered in police custody?
I think it's certainly a cause worth knowing about, yeah.
So you would wear one if there was?
If I was allowed to wear something that I believe in, yeah, I would wear it, yeah.
And would you believe in that then?
I believe it's a cause worth knowing.
Okay then, respect.
Okay. Yeah, so have you got a schedule? Or
I haven't, no, that's not me being difficult.
No, it's fine, I have to ask these questions, mate, alright? And what organisation do you work for? You're
independent.
But does it have a name?
No, just independent journalist.
It doesn't have a name. Can I ask your name?
Not really.
Would you give me your surname, since I've given you my surname?
No, because to be fair though, it's in your policy to identify.
My policy is to give you my badge number. I don't have to give you my
I know.
So I was doing that because when I meet people,
but you weren't gonna at first, because I was quite abrupt, shall we say.
I have to give you my badge number.
Yeah, your badge number, but I said name and you were like, no, I'm not giving you it.
But then we calmed down and I introduced myself, which I always do with people, because it builds a bit of personal.
Yeah,
you know,
but I'd like to stay anonymous, if that's okay.
Fine.
Thank you.
All right. As long as you don't start filming people coming in and out, you don't start filming in, I don't have a problem.
No, but you know what? Do you know what? Listen. We've had a wicked conversation there, and I take that, right, because if I am stood here, not that I'm going to, so don't get twisted, but if I am stood here videoing people coming in and out, I am not breaking the law. If the BBC, no, listen.
Well,
if the BBC, no, but I know, but if the BBC or ITV was stood here or Sky News doing the same thing, would you be even having a conversation with them? And I don't think you would be.
We would be having a conversation, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
We'd be having a conversation, yeah, 100%. It just wouldn't be us. It'd be a designated team that I think they're called, like, I can't remember what they're called.
The media.
No.
Department.
Well, the media department be involved, but there's a team for it. I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head.
So why haven't they come to engage with us then? Why are we getting treated different?
You're not being treated different. We come here to. The reason I'm here isn't because you're filming and journalism. It's because people were concerned that you're filming them and they're at risk. That's the reason I'm here.
But at risk, right? So me filming you, right? How's that put you at risk now, then? So by me filming, how would that
me?
Or them? How would that put them at risk?
Because they're civilian staff.
This is just takes.
But they are civilian staff.
Yeah, but this just takes photons, this, you know. It doesn't drop bombs.
They're civilian staff, mate. Okay.
Okay. But I still don't.
Not a problem you filming us. We have to be held accountable, but they're civilian staff. They don't.
They still need to be held accountable.
Everyone needs to be held accountable, but they don't have the same. We as police constables, we have to operate under the codes of practice, don't we?
Yeah.
If you know, do you know what codes of practice are? Codes of ethics and stuff, and we have to abide by that because we are police constables.
And you know what? I'm glad you've reminded me.
Okay.
Are you recording?
Yeah, I told you guys I was recording my camera.
Oh, did you? I'll check back because it is in your codes.
Yeah,
you know,
I told
ethics 3.5.5. Does tell you that.
I know.
And I've had that conversation with a sergeant as well, so I've even spoken to more officers than I've told you.
I told your colleague that I was recording when I came out of the car, okay? But I'm good here. I'm fine with what you're doing. Just be mindful. That's my advice.
But to be fair, I have been,
That's
to be
my
fair.
advice,
But do you know what? To be fair, and again, I don't mean any disrespect, with all due respect, right? I have been mindful.
Yeah. Well, good. And that's what I want to hear. As long as you aren't putting people at risk, I don't care you're here.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, thank you.
All right?
Yeah, have a good day.
Right, well, I'm going to stop on.
Yeah, no worries, miss.
Are you happy as well, miss, now?
Appointment. She was lovely, yeah?
There where he was, actually.
Oh, did he turn out alright?
Yeah, he turned out alright.
I thought he was a bit of a sausage.
I did, at first. We're not going to video you, man. Don't you up your copy. Yeah, I thought he was a bit of a sausage at first, to be fair, but he ended up being alright.
Yeah, the way he came out there was really rude.
Yeah, I brought him down a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He realised his ego
Yeah.
and his lack of authority wasn't going to work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So yeah, guys, what did you reckon of that, man? So it got off to a bit of a heated discussion, shall we say? But as you're saying, it did come down a bit. He still wouldn't have it though. That I don't want you to be recording people, but I'm not breaking the law, am I? Well, no. So you can't give me them orders, then, can you? Really?
It's just daft, isn't it, really? But do you know what gets me? Is that we've had like 4 different interactions here.
Exactly.
That woman, them 2,
Yeah.
the guys up there, and the inspectors up the top.
Yeah.
And none of them have told anyone.
I know. That's what I've just said to him. Why aren't you communicating?
They just don't speak to each other. It's crazy, isn't it?
Do you know what? It's funny you should say that, NMY. I've said that myself. Why aren't you communicating? Because
Exactly.
you're coming in and we have to repeat ourselves time and time again when we're not even breaking the law.
But do you know what the good thing about that is? Every time they do it, every time they approach us, every time they come back, every time we have a new interaction, we've got a new video.
Yeah, man. That's the one, isn't it?
A new video.
A new video. I thought he'd have waved there, like, but he didn't even wave. To be fair.
Did you know the
Didn't
lady
even
that's
wave.
just gone up there
Was
for
she
an
all
appointment?
right?
She was lovely, you know. She really was.
Was
She
she?
was really lovely. She's a bit cold.
Yeah,
I
it is a bit
offered
cold.
her my gloves and my coat, but she, you know, she wasn't having it. But she's got an appointment. She thought she was having a great day until
Until she met me and you. It's me.
until we turned up.
Until she met me. But
Oh.
hey, yo.
But I think she's realised actually we're not that bad.
Right, I'm going to pause this, guys. So yeah, guys, let's just wrap this up. So yeah, I don't know which video is going to be on first, but we have been to the headquarters, which is just there, where NNY is. Also, we've just been to the college, police and college. Now, what it is, well, you'll know about this video, won't you? So yeah, couple of different interactions, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it up. And what we're probably going to do here is we're going to split. We're going to bounce and we'll catch us all on the rebound, guys. And until then, please stay safe and be lucky. We've got another 2. Is that the one who you were talking to in the first place? Who said he was going to get an I wonder if all these are police houses then here.
No, some of them will be police, some of them are okay.
Hi, sir.
This one.
Hello, sir. See that, how rude, do you know what I mean? And that just shows the public how rude they are, man, do you know what I mean? Why can't they just say, alright, sir, good afternoon. So yeah, guys, that's me out.